Hey there everybody, it's your old pal Joe Mazzoni here. Here I am in the Angus area on this beautiful afternoon, evening right now. The time is currently 3:38 p.m. Rush hour just started here in Montreal. And out of all the areas I've been in, I've never seen such a beautiful area. I mean, besides the plateau, it's beautiful, but as developing as the Angus area, which I'll basically show you what the Angus area used to be. There you have an old 2007 operating on the 97 Mount Royal. So I am right here. I'm here in the I guess I would say the Rosemont slash Hochelaga borough, because the Hochelaga borough is basically more east from here, and this is basically more the I don't know, Angus area. I don't know what it's called, Angus or Rosemont, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to show you guys is actually really interesting. So as you see, this pgae right here, this grocery store, and this building right here that just says Angus, this actually used to be a rail yard. This used to be part of Canadian Pacific's, the CP. And I don't know where, I think they moved the shop so many years ago down to, I don't know, the old port. I'm really not sure exactly where they brought it to, but it's very interesting of how they preserved it. They preserved this. I mean, look at this. It's really, really interesting. I mean, even that pgae that I just showed you, I actually went in there just to see what it looks like. It actually looks exactly like it still has the metal bars right here. They still show on the inside of the store. It is really, really incredible. You know? It's just beautiful, you know, how they preserve rail history. I mean, there's not much rail history being preserved down here in Montreal, but this is one of the very few, you know? Yeah. Got a little store here. I'm on the corner of ANDRE-LAURENDEAU and WILLIAM-TREMBLAY. Oh, what's going on here? What is this, a festival or something? What is this? Rubaré, événement spécial. Merci de votre collaboration. Huh. Something with an event, I don't know. I think it's a food truck. I don't know what the hell it's. I think it's a fruit thing. I don't know. Beef. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a little market, I would assume. I would assume this is. I mean, look. How the hell am I supposed to? Hi. That old Grumman Stefan? Ah, yeah, old Grumman Stefan. Probably a Grumman Olsen or Curbmaster, whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's go take a look. Yeah, it's an old Curbmaster. Curbmaster Olsen. Whoa, did you see me? Fuck, I recorded that. Nice. Yeah, so basically all this area right here, it's all redeveloped, all brand new housing. And you know what? As much as I mean, as my friend Elton, I mean, it's not very interesting to him, but I mean, for me, I like it. I sometimes like, I mean, I'm not a fan of like all developed areas, but areas like the Angus area, Candiac in the South Shore, those areas I don't mind. They're nice because the houses also, they're built with bricks. They're not built with cheap material, you know. That's what shows you of how they still have a little bit of mentality in them, you know. Because I mean, brick, I mean, you have to do it one by one, you know. It's just like how in the metro system, a lot of stations in the metro system that were built in the 60s, they had to do so much bricking one by one. God knows how many hours it took for them to do it. And you know, that's what you call mentality, you know. It's mentality, you know. It's all part of, it's all quality and reliability, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Hey, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. Hey, if we were all perfect, it would be a total. We would have been totally. What was it? Our lives would be incredibly boring if we were all perfect, because then we would know every goddamn thing. Because if we knew everything, we wouldn't even be able to go to school, because we know so much, you know? But anyway. Yep. Walking along here in a park, which I don't know what the name is, but I'll show you in a minute. Got a little fountain here. All for the kids. It's all for the kiddies. Now we're approaching Montreal Street, Mount Royal Street, which is basically a continuation of Mount Royal Street from the plateau. Yeah. Hot today, really hot today. I don't know, Friday. It's about, I don't know, like 25, 27 degrees with about the humidex or whatever the hell it's called. It's about, I don't know, it'll feel like, I don't know, 30, 31, 32, 33 or 34, I don't know. Yeah, Parc Jean Duceppe. I believe that's how you say it. Look at that. Oh, is that an old international? Oh, it's an old international. Huh. Montreal 375. Montreal's 375. It doesn't even look 375 old. 375 old. Oh my God. 375 years old because of all this goddamn construction and all these condos. It doesn't even look 375 years old. And wasting our money on these stickers, on these, I don't know, paints or signs symbolizing 375. Good luck. 375, Denica there, you're an ass, I find. Well, in my opinion. This is what I like, these nice developing houses. I mean, it's not like, I mean, yes, they do look all the same, but it's not like in La Salle near La Pierre Street where they redeveloped a whole piece of land or whatever, and all the houses, every single house, it's...
Le parc, il est où avec les jets d'eau? C'est par là?
C'est pas l'anglais?
Ah, excuse me. I am looking for the park where there is a...
Fountain?
Oui.
Yeah, it's that park.
Okay.
Alright, bonne journée. Yeah, so, Yeah, so as I was just saying there, that it's not like how in LaSalle how they have all the, like, they developed this big piece of land there or whatever, and then they totally freaking made all the houses all look the same, all side by side. They didn't even separate them. It's all side by side, and it's very confusing, you know. Makes me crazy, you know. 6th Street. Yeah. They have a few more parks down there. You can walk down this street. Very quiet down here. I like it. I never liked areas that are busy, you know. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's just like, it's just peace and quiet. You don't hear, you're away from the bustling traffic of the city. I like it. I like it like that, man. Guilford Street. Let's continue on. I'm gonna turn on, I think I'm gonna turn on Saint Joseph, and then I'm gonna walk towards Saint-Michel Street and then just continue my way to Joliette Metro. I've been walking so much, I'm getting really hot and tired still. And just for you guys want to know, why do I film mainly at this time, like between like 3 and 6? I love the lighting. The lighting is just perfect. Low light. I like it. Yeah, not many spiral staircases here, let me tell you. Across here. I can give you a little glimpse here. Alright. Yeah, here we are on the corner of 6th Street, 6e Avenue, and Saint Joseph. Is this thing in focus? There we go. Oh snap, look at that old Dodge. That old Dodge van. Yeah. Kind of reminds me, that Dodge van, it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, which is Home Alone 2. No, wait. Home Alone 1. Home Alone 1. Which is basically this kid, the parents forget him home alone. And then for the Christmas holidays, and then these two guys Marvin Harry, I believe, and then they basically try to rob the house, but then he is aware that there are people trying to break into the houses, and then basically he sets up his house with all types of traps and all that, electrical shocks and all that. It's amazing. And they had this old van, that Dodge, an old Dodge van like that. I don't know, if like 80s or 70s, like late 70s, I would believe, or early 80s. Yeah, lots of traffic. Rush hour started. A lot of people here trying to get home from work. Well, most of them, I believe. I can only imagine what the traffic is like on the Metropolitan Highway 40, God Almighty, and the 15 DeCarry. There's so much traffic on the DeCarry and connecting the 40 and the 50. The 15 and the 40 is ridiculous because there's so much traffic backed up. It's not even. Oh snap! No way! Old Ford van behind the scrap. Ah, alright. Hey, that van there, that's the opposite of this fucking poubelle tabarnak. 2010 piece of junk, which is actually not in bad shape. Because most of these buses, 2009, I mean, they're all done. They all look bad, but that one actually looks in good shape. You know? There goes a Arctic, which is another favorite bus. I mean, well, I like the Elton, just for you to know, because I mean, I know you're not a fan of these buses, but the buses I really like in my way, in my opinion, are until 2009, and then I like the brand new ones, the hybrids, 2016, 2017, and the Arctics I like. If you don't agree, well, I mean, hey. Everyone's different, and that's how it is with us teenagers. We sometimes like old stuff or new stuff, you know. It's a mix and match, you know. Yeah. You walk right here on the median of Saint-Michel Boulevard, which goes from the north end, north sector of Montreal, down to the south, all the way to Joliette Metro. Yep, 2012. Oh, there's another one on the 467, the express bus. Nice. I mean, Elton, just for you to know, like, I don't really like these buses just because of the seats and all that, but the one thing I only like about those buses is just the outside. They just go for cool pictures, you know? Besides the rest is shit. I mean, the suspension's no good. The seats, they're hard plastic, no padding, no nothing. It's not like when we had the classics. The classics, which were from 1985, I believe, 1985, to all the way to 1995. Those buses, man, they were built with strong material, metal, high off the ground. They were just built, they were built to last, you know, and I mean, it's a shame that the STM scrapped them needlessly, and you know what? They had comfort in them, they had a lot of seats. And you know what, these buses, I had to admit, I mean, they have fewer seats, you know? But thank God for us, we still have the MR63's trains from 1966, and the MR73's trains. You know? What is this? Oh, it's an STM GMC Savaria or Savannah. Nice. Yeah, well, you know what? The back I don't like. The back is shit. Yeah. And you know what? And you know what? The only thing, I mean, besides the buses, which I don't like, I'm very happy, very pleased, and most people are very pleased about what's it called? The ANDRE, the new Metro cards. Man, it's so much cooler in there. Like, I mean, because the MR63s, they only have these 4 round vents on the top of the ceiling, which because when they stop, when the train's moving, the train basically sucks the air, and then it basically just, when it stops, all the air is pushed back into the train, you know. But the reason why we don't have air conditioning is because you would be cooling the inside of the train, but bringing hot air into the tunnel. So that's the reason why we can't have air conditioning, because our system is 100% underground. So yeah. Across here. Oh, there's a hybrid operating on the 97. The 97 Mount Royal route. Nice. Right, I'm gonna cross here because I'm gonna turn on William-Tremblay Street to head down to Joliette Street and then head down to the Metro. Yeah, and a lot of these apartments, I would assume these are, I don't know, 60s, 60s, 70s, 80s? I don't know. Yeah, you know what, I mean, the Hochelaga borough, I mean, it's not really impressing, you know. I mean, some of the streets are nice, but you know, it's kind of sketch, you know. It's kind of like NDG. NDG, it's really, like, I mean, the Walkley area, Fielding Street, that's really, it's kind of like sketch, you know. I mean, it's not really interesting, this area. It's not that interesting. Some streets are well worth looking at, but most of them, not at all. Oh, here goes another bus. 67. Saint-Michel route. (2011). Yeah, and just for you guys want to know how many MR63s are gone, I believe I saw, but I didn't check recently. But what they said that 114 MR63 trains have already been recycled. Yeah, but don't worry. For those who are gonna miss those trains, I believe they're gonna preserve one at the Expo Rail in Saint-Michel, which is the Canadian Train Museum. Oh snap! There's the tower for the Olympic Stadium. That's another icon for Montreal. Yeah, built for the 1976 Olympics, man. And the more east down there, if you go more east on Sherbrooke Street, is the Olympic Village. Oh, there's a Jeep Wrangler. Alright, let's continue walking here on the corner of William-Tremblay and Joseph Drapeau. Here's a little park here. Parc Joseph Drapeau. Yeah, nice Chevy Express. Good old van. Yeah, now we're approaching Joliette Street, which I'm gonna take that street to go all the way down to Joliette Metro and then basically just go home. And you know what, that's why I just realized this right now. The more you go in an area that you don't know, like, I mean, that is not very interesting, the less you talk, you know? But hey, it's all about seeing things that are interesting. Like old cars, buildings, trees, many other things. Life is good, life is good. Oh, no way, is that an old Ford? Oh God, my luck is really, the gods are smiling at me. I'm seeing so many old cars. It's incredible. I've seen how many vans? 3 or 4 vintage vans. And now we have this, I had a Mack LR series or something pass by me. And now I have this Ford or Chevrolet. Wow, this is gonna be, this day is gonna end well. Oh, it's an old Dodge. Yeah, old Dodge. The turquoise green rusted to shit though. Dodge 100. I'll give you a little glimpse here. Yeah, that looks like it's from the 70s. Oh, it's from British Columbia. I don't know if you see, but I see the plate, or British Columbia or Nova Scotia it's from. What street am I on? Oh, I'm on Hochelaga. Rachel Street. I'll give you a little glimpse there. Yeah, now where I'm entering in right now, it's not really interesting. It's mainly this all, come on, not again! An old VW Westphalia I think I'm just seeing right here. Man! I think I better just title this the walking in Hochelaga, seeing multiple vans. Yep. And you know what, Elton, you were right. Hochelaga is very common for old vans and trucks, as I'm seeing. Yep, VW Westphalia. Nice. It's cool that you see down here a lot of these old VW Westphalias or whatever still running. I mean we're in the rust belt right now. I mean because our renters are really brutal. I know a lot of these vans, they rust very quickly, but I guess so I know these guys who own them down here, they probably take, oh come on, oh God, look at that, an old VW Beetle. Nice. Yes. And continue walking along here. Wow, this looks the charm for me, you know. See what else I can find. Wow, luck's the charm for me. Sorry I didn't get a good glimpse of that VW, but the door of the owner of that house or whatever opened the door, and I didn't want him to assume I was filming. So anyway, I'll try to get a screenshot of that and show you guys. Yeah. Now we're approaching Sherbrooke Street, which is the longest street in the city. Which Sherbrooke Street goes all the way to the end of goes all the way to the end of the East End, at the end of Montreal, in Rivière-des-Prairies or Pointe-aux-Trembles, and begins all the way in NDG in Montreal West. So where I am, I'm basically at the beginning of Sherbrooke Street, which is the longest street in the city. And you know, if I put on the map how long it would take from get to one end to the other, I don't know how much. I mean, I don't think it would take that much, but it also depends on construction and traffic, stoplights, everything. Alright. Alright, so now I'm gonna walk down here, and then the metro is basically down there. On the side here, just to give you guys a little better view. Yeah, down there is the old port, Port de Montreal, and which goes down all the way down to Notre Dame Street, which is another long street in Montreal, and I think the Maisonneuve is also another street. Yeah, a lot of these houses is mainly a mixture of years. Like, let me see which ones I could determine. Let me see. Okay, this house right here, with the balcony and the chairs here, that I would assume is in the 40s or 50s. 40s or 50s that house was possibly built. And a lot of these other houses, some of them, mainly a lot of these apartments or whatever, they're mainly from the 60s or 70s. They're not that old. But what I like but the one thing I like about these houses that are not as old, they have the exterior staircases, the spiral staircases. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, now we're approaching. I actually don't know what street this actually is. I think it's Hochelaga Street. Yeah, I think I'm approaching Hochelaga Street, or I don't know. We're gonna see when we get there. All right, let's see. See what it is. See what street it is. Here we are approaching Joliette Metro, built in 1976 or 1978, which was the extension of the Green Line to the East End. Alright, let's see what street I'm on. Where's the street sign? Where is it? Habite dans le coin le Hochelaga. Hochelaga Boulevard. Here you have some Arctics. And there you have a scrap right there. Alright, well, I think this concludes my walk, so I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have you guys a good day, good evening, Kwanzaa, whatever. And down, write any streets that you want me to film, and hopefully I'll have the ability to film it. See ya.